If you know how to worry, you know how to meditate, because that's all worry is meditating on something. Okay? It's something that you can't control, which is why you worried about it. But if you can worry, that means that you can focus your attention on one thing and one thing only. And you can stay there and you cannot think about anything else because you are committed to worrying about it. That's meditation. That's exactly what meditation is. Hi, I'm Dr. Tiff, your relationship transformation coach. I've spent the past 20 years working with high-achieving women just like you who are crushing it in every area of their lives, everywhere except their relationships. And look, I get it. Finding the one ain't easy, and relationships are hard. But you know what's even harder? Cycling through the bad ones, or worse, staying in relationships when you already know they're not a good fit. You want a relationship of ease, uncomplicated, someone to love you down, but instead you've been suffering through bad dates, sexual incompatibility, and someone who might be good for somebody, but not for you. And if we're really being honest, you know that deep down, the work that really needs to be done starts and ends with you. If you're done wasting time in dead-end relationships and sick of looking for, chasing after, or trying to convince somebody to be the one, and you're ready to become the one, then baby, you're in the right place. So prop your feet and let's clink glasses, because I'm giving you the tea and the tips to fix your relationships. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Fix Your Relationships podcast. I am Dr. Tiffany Henry. I am your personal growth and relationship transformation coach. We are changing the culture here and we are working on ourselves, okay? And that's how we change the landscape of our relationships, by truly focusing on ourselves. So, in the previous episode, we talked about outsmarting your anxiety. And the fifth way that I gave you was through meditation. If you would like to learn how to outsmart your anxiety, please go back and listen to that episode because it's great. It's great. And I left room for the Holy Spirit, just as I'm doing today. So what that means is I told you guys a few episodes back that I am really working on not over preparing and really just putting down my notes of things that I want to talk about, but just leaving some room for what comes to me, because that's always brilliant. And it's brilliant because it comes from the Holy Spirit. So I'm just leaving a little room. I got some notes. I got a little note card here with a few things that I want to say, but I guarantee you half of what I say won't be on this note card because it's going to come directly from Him. I know it. I believe it and I receive it. Because otherwise I'm not prepared. All right. So meditation. I want to talk to you guys about meditation because many of you feel as though you can't do it. And I'm here to tell you that you can. Okay. In the last episode, we talked about how one of the chief complaints, one of the things I hear a lot of times is my mind wanders. I can't do it. Like every time I start trying to, I have to, pull myself back and it's just too hard. So I'm going to give you a few little tips that will help you in your meditation practice. Okay. The first is yes, accept the fact that your mind is going to wander. That's okay. If you've never done something before, we talk about meditation as being a practice. It is a practice, meaning that you have to practice it in order to get better at it. And so the first things that I see people do is they'll say, okay, I'm going to meditate for 15 minutes. I'm going to meditate for 30 minutes. Girl, no, you're not. You are absolutely not. You're either going to stop well before then, or you're going to go to sleep. But you ain't about to do that for no 15, 30 minutes and you've never done it before. What I want you to do is start with 1 minute. Just start with a minute. Some people, I will tell them to start with 30 seconds. It's fine. It's fine because it's a practice. We're building it up. Okay. When you go to the gym for the first time after not having gone to the gym in years, hello, somebody. After you go to the gym, you don't start out with 100-pound weight. You don't. You might not even start out with 50. Hell, I'm not starting out with 10. Give me the 5s, okay? Give me the 5. Give me the little babies. That's what I want, okay? Start out slow. You don't start out with the most challenging thing. You start out with something that is just mildly, just a smidge challenging to you, or just a little uncomfortable for you. So I say start with 1 minute, okay? And give yourself permission. Know that your mind will wander off, and that is okay. What you do when your mind wanders is you recognize it. You say, oops, I wandered off. Let me bring myself back to what I'm supposed to be focused on. I think another tip, this is number 2. I'm going to be all over the place today. Please excuse me because tips are coming into my head right now. Give yourself a mantra. Give yourself something to think about. A word, maybe it's a place, maybe it's a feeling, maybe it's God. Give yourself that one thing to think about. Maybe it's a prayer, a saying, something that you want to meditate on and kind of fixate on for that moment. What that looks like is a few episodes ago, I gave you guys some mantras for letting go, right? And so one of them, let's go back to one of those because I still have those notes here. It is no longer mine to worry about. This does not belong to me. That was one of the mantras that I gave you. It is no longer mine to worry about. This does not belong to me. Let's say I wanted to meditate on that. It is no longer mine to worry about. This does not belong to me. If that is the meditation that is in my heart right now, and that is what I want to go on, that this thing that is burdening me and worrying me, and I want to let go of it, well, guess what? It is no longer mine. And this does not belong to me anymore. I'm letting it go. It doesn't belong to me. I don't own it. Whoever gave it to me can have it right back. It's no longer mine. I'm free of it. It's not weighing me down anymore, right? That's our meditation. And as you're thinking about that in your mind, as you're allowing yourself to think about it and you're breathing deeply, you start wishing you could smell fried chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy and biscuits. Maybe a little corn on the cob, maybe some collard greens. Oh my God, this is not what I'm supposed to be meditating about. It is no longer mine to worry about. This does not belong to me anymore. That's how you do it. You recognize that your mind is somewhere else and you bring it back to what it is supposed to be on. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's okay that your mind wandered. You're human, and this is not something that you typically do. It's okay. Allow your mind to wander, but know that you can always bring it back to the place that you need it to be at, okay? So give yourself permission to bring it back, okay? You can always bring it back, okay? The next thing on the list is stop overthinking it, because a lot of what makes us think that we can't do it is our own need and desire to overthink it, overanalyze it, make it harder than it is. It's just sitting still, being quiet, and listening for what comes to you. That's it. That's it. And if it's a guided meditation, which is what I do and what I recommend to folks, it really is letting go and just listening and following the guidance in your mind. That's it. Most relaxing thing you'll ever do. Okay? Here's what I want you to do. Think of meditation as sitting in a room. The TV is on, sound is up, but you're blindfolded. And so you're forced to visualize things that are being said. That's guided meditation, essentially. Hopefully all the things that are being said on that television screen are positive and warm and relaxing and you're not watching SVU, you know? But that's essentially what a guided meditation is. You know, you're turning your eyes off and you're really visualizing internally whatever the person that is leading it is guiding you through. That's it. Watching TV without the picture. Sounds on. That's it. All right. So stop overthinking it. We talked about starting slow, doing 1 minute at a time, then building up to 5 minutes, then building up to 10 minutes, and then, 15, 30. Here's another thing you got to do is set yourself up for success. Especially as you're starting out and you haven't gotten used to the practice, I want you to start doing your meditations at a specific time, in a specific place, maybe even in a specific position. If you're trying to do meditation at 3:00, just as the kids are coming home, dropping their bags on the floor, trying to do homework, get snacks, turning the TV on, fussing at the dog, not a great time. Not a great time. A better time might be, 5 minutes before your regular time of getting up. Let's say you get up at 6:30 every morning, maybe setting your alarm at 6:25 so that you can use 5 of those minutes while the house is still quiet and no one else is up to get your meditation on. Okay? So that's a time that is conducive to you having the peace and the quiet that will help you to focus because we already know your mind's going to wander off. And if there's more things going on in that room, then the less likelihood that you're going to be able to focus on a meditation, even a guided one. Make sure you're in a place that is comfortable, make sure you're in a quiet place, something that's closed off. It might be a closet. It might be, your bedroom. It might be even in the shower. I feel like the shower is the perfect meditation spot. One, because usually you're in there by yourself, not judging. Okay. Not judging. All right. We listen and we do not judge. But yeah, usually you're in the shower by yourself. You're taking your little shower. The water is there. The aromas usually are great because we got our nice body washes. The warm water hitting our body might be soothing to you. Like you're waking up, you're invigorated. Shower is a great place for meditation. For me, I'll tell you this about me. The shower is a very meditative spot for me. It's not that I'm sitting there and in the shower, but I will tell you, and this is connected to the next thing that I want to tell you. This is connected to the next one. So I'll go on to the next one and then I'll circle back. Meditation is a way in which we listen to God. Okay? Prayer is when we talk to God. Right? Prayer is when we talk to God. We pray to God. We talk to him through prayer. Meditation, this is where we hear him. Meditation is the answer to the prayer. That's where it comes. And when I say that, I meditate in the shower, here's what I will tell you. I have some of my best ideas when I'm in the shower. The most productive I am in any part of my day is usually in the shower. Things come to me. I come up with, I'm super creative. I have all these ideas. I want to invent, if somebody can just go ahead and invent it in that way, because it's not in my zone of genius. I don't have time for it. If you can invent something cute, okay, that I could put in my shower to write down ideas while I'm in the shower. Because usually by the time I get out and I've done all my skincare and I've, deodorant and all the things, by the time I actually get back into the bedroom to start putting on clothes and stuff, I might have lost half of those ideas. I need something in the shower that is going to help me write down everything and not get out of the shower, because I have the best ideas in the shower. And that is because I talked to a friend of mine. She's a pastor. She said, God shows up in the Bible in water. Oftentimes when he comes, it's in the form of water, or there's water around, the big moments in the Bible, there's a lot of water involved. And I think that that's where I connect to him the most, to be honest, is in my shower. So if you're somebody who gets great ideas in the shower, it could be that. I like to think that that's what it is, right? For me. So prayer is when we talk to God. Meditation is when we listen. In the shower, there's nobody for me to talk to. I'm in there about business. I'm trying to get my body clean, but I listen and I hear a lot of things. I hear divine things that are coming, the best ideas, names for business, development of programs, creative structure, so much comes to me in the shower. And I know it's coming straight from God. Okay. And that's meditation. So if you're someone who has those ideas that come to you at certain times and in certain places or in certain instances, and it's consistent, you need to own that as your meditative time, that this is your place and your time and your circumstance where meditation for you is heightened, where you hear God's voice above anything else. And he brings things to you. He brings you those ideas that you need and you've been asking for in those prayers. This is his way of answering you. It may not be in the shower for you. It may be in nature, maybe outside in your garden. It may be in your car. Figure out what that is, because I guarantee you, if you're listening to this and you do have that spot, you feel like you can't meditate, but there is a time and a place where things come to you, the things that you've been praying for, they typically come to you. That's your meditative spot. That's your slate. That's where God is coming to you and telling you what you need to hear. And sometimes we're waiting on him to tell us something or to answer something. And he's waiting on us to get to our place and do what we usually do where he comes to us, because it's so clear there. So go to it. Figure it out. Go to it. Okay? The last one, the last tip that I'm going to give you is something that I said to you in the last podcast, but for those who feel like they cannot meditate, if you know how to worry, you know how to meditate. If you know how to worry, you know how to meditate, because that's all worry is meditating on something, okay? It's something that you can't control, which is why you're worried about it. But if you can worry, that means that you can focus your attention on one thing and one thing only, and you can stay there. And you cannot think about anything else. And even when your mind wanders and starts thinking about dinner, even while you're cooking dinner, you're still worried about that thing, right? And even when your mind wanders and starts thinking about something else, you'll always come back to it because you are committed to worrying about it. That's meditation. That's exactly what meditation is. It is a choice. I am choosing to focus on this in this time period. And if my mind wanders off, I'm going to bring it right back because this is where I want to stay. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to be. That is meditation. So I hope that through all of this, I have given you a window into what meditation is, how to do it, and then, but most importantly, that you can do it. I want you to know that if you think you can't meditate, I beg to differ, friend. I believe that you can. And if you need help with that, stay tuned because I'm going to give you a way in which you can do it that I developed just for you. Thank you so much for listening to Fix Your Relationships podcast. I'm Dr. Tiff, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye. Hey there, it's me, Dr. Tiff. I hope you found this episode helpful. The goal of this podcast is to help you improve your relationships, but we just can't do that without focusing on ourselves first. If after listening to this episode, you're thinking, hey, I might want to give guided meditation a try, just go to the show notes and click the link to download my guided meditation, Releasing the Stronghold of Anxiety. I developed this meditation for those of us who have a little difficulty moving on and letting things go. When I'm in that place, I'm also filled with lots of anxious feelings that I just can't shake. This meditation has helped me tremendously, and I have a good feeling that it'll help you too. Just tap the link in the show notes for a full list of all available downloads.